The Texas night stretched out, vast and unforgiving. Stars, usually a comfort, felt like icy eyes watching from above. Highway 277, a ribbon of asphalt slicing through the desolate landscape, hummed with an unsettling quiet. This stretch of road, notorious for its emptiness, was about to become a grim stage for a mystery that would captivate and confound the nation. The air, thick with the scent of dust and distant rain, carried a strange tension that night. Something felt off, a subtle shift in the atmosphere that hinted at the unsettling events about to unfold. It was on this lonely stretch of highway, under the watchful gaze of the indifferent stars, that Brandon Lawson's story would take a sharp turn into the unknown. Brandon Lawson, a 26-year-old father from San Angelo, Texas, was at a crossroads in his life. He was a young man grappling with his own demons, navigating the choppy waters of love, responsibility, and the weight of past mistakes. His relationship with Ladessa, the mother of his children, was strained, a tapestry woven with love, arguments, and the ever-present challenges of making ends meet. On the evening of August 8, 2013, Brandon embarked on a journey that would forever alter the course of his life. He had spoken to Ladessa, their conversation charged with the familiar electricity of their complicated relationship. Something was wrong, she could hear it in his voice. He said he was on his way to see her, driving through the night to reach their home in San Angelo. But Brandon never arrived. The silence from Brandon was deafening. It was the kind of silence that gnawed at the edges of your sanity, making every second feel like an eternity. Ladessa, her worry escalating with each passing moment, tried his phone again and again. Each unanswered ring only deepened her sense of dread, her mind racing with possibilities, each more terrifying than the last. Finally, he answered, his voice frantic, laced with fear. The relief she felt was fleeting, quickly replaced by a new wave of anxiety as she heard the panic in his voice. He was out of gas, he told her, stranded on Highway 277 near Bronte, Texas. The isolation of the location only added to the urgency of the situation. Something was wrong, he repeated, his words tumbling over each other in a torrent of panic. He needed help. The fear in his voice was palpable, sending chills down her spine. Ladessa urged him to call for help, her own anxiety climbing with every crackle of the phone line. She could hear the desperation in his voice, and it mirrored her own growing fear. Brandon ended the call, promising to get help. But the uncertainty of his situation left her feeling helpless and more worried than ever. Minutes later, a chilling call came through to the San Angelo dispatch center. The operator could barely make out the words, but the fear in the caller's voice was unmistakable. It was Brandon, his voice barely a whisper, his words barely discernible. He spoke of being chased, of someone hurting him. The terror in his voice was haunting. He spoke of being chased, of someone hurting him. Then silence. The abrupt end of the call left a void filled with dread and unanswered questions. The call ended abruptly, leaving behind a chilling echo of fear and a mystery that would defy explanation. The darkness of the night seemed to swallow the last remnants of hope, leaving only the cold, unyielding silence of the empty highway. Section 4. Whispers in the Wind, Theories and Dead Ends. The disappearance of Brandon Lawson sent ripples of shock and disbelief through the small town of San Angelo and beyond. It was as if the very fabric of the community had been torn, leaving everyone grasping for answers. Theories sprouted like weeds, each more outlandish than the last. Some whispered about alien abductions, while others speculated about secret government operations. Had he staged his own disappearance? Was it a desperate attempt to escape a life he could no longer bear? Or was he the victim of a random act of violence in the dead of night? A tragic encounter with a stranger that ended in disaster? Or did the answer lie hidden in the desolate landscape, guarded by the secrets of the Texas night? The vast, empty spaces seemed to hold their breath, unwilling to reveal their mysteries. Law enforcement launched a full-scale investigation, combing through the area where Brandon's truck was found abandoned. They left no stone unturned, no clue unexamined. They traced his movements, interviewed family and friends, and chased down every lead, no matter how flimsy. Each interview, each piece of evidence was a potential key to unlocking the mystery. But the more they investigated, the deeper the mystery seemed to grow. It was as if the truth was a mirage, always just out of reach. Brandon's last words, garbled and unclear, offered more questions than answers. His final phone call was a haunting puzzle, a cryptic message from the edge of oblivion. His phone was never recovered, adding another layer of intrigue to the case. Without it, a crucial piece of the puzzle remained missing. a silent witness to his final moments. The community held vigils, hoping for a miracle, praying for answers. But as days turned into weeks, hope began to wane, replaced by a gnawing sense of despair. The case of Brandon Lawson remains one of the most perplexing mysteries in recent history. A story of whispers in the wind, theories, and dead ends, leaving a town forever changed. Section 5. A family's anguish, a public's intrigue. Years have passed since that fateful night, but for Brandon's family the pain remains as raw as ever. Each day is a reminder of the void left by his absence, a wound that time has not healed. They are trapped in a perpetual state of limbo, haunted by unanswered questions and the unbearable weight of not knowing. Every lead that turns cold, every tip that leads nowhere, only deepens their despair. Their search for answers has taken them down countless rabbit holes, each one ending in a frustrating dead end. From scouring dense woods to combing through open fields, their determination is unwavering, yet the results remain heartbreakingly the same. The public too remains captivated by the baffling disappearance of Brandon Lawson. Community events are held in his honor, and bulletin boards are plastered with his image, a constant reminder of the mystery that still lingers. The case, with its eerie details and lack of resolution, has become a breeding ground for speculation and debate. The dark, empty roads and deserted intersections where he was last seen add to the chilling enigma. Online forums buzz with theories, each more intricate than the last, as people from all over the world try to piece together the puzzle. Armchair detectives dissect every detail, scrutinizing timelines, analyzing phone records, and debating possible scenarios. Podcasts dedicated to solving the mystery draw in listeners eager for answers, each episode delving deeper into the labyrinth of clues and conjectures. But despite the attention and the tireless efforts of those who refuse to let Brandon's story fade away, the truth remains elusive. The silhouette of a lone figure walking away on a deserted road symbolizes the ongoing search, while the family holding hands, looking out over a vast landscape, embodies their enduring hope and unyielding love. Section 6. The unanswered call of Brandon Lawson. The 911 call, a chilling testament to Brandon's last moments, continues to be a source of endless debate. Experts have analyzed the audio, attempting to decipher his panicked words, searching for clues in the background noise. Was it the wind whistling through the desolate landscape? Or was it something more sinister, a sound that could unlock the truth behind his disappearance? The unanswered questions surrounding Brandon Lawson's disappearance linger like a stubborn stain, a constant reminder of the fragility of life and the mysteries that lie hidden in the shadows. His story is a stark reminder that even in an age of constant connectivity, some stories are destined to remain unfinished, their endings lost to the relentless march of time. Section 7. Echoes in the silence. The case of Brandon Lawson serves as a chilling reminder that some mysteries may never be solved. The desolate stretch of Highway 277 holds its secrets close, whispering them to the wind that sweeps across the Texas plains. The unanswered questions echo in the silence, a haunting reminder of a life cut short and a mystery that continues to captivate and confound. Though years have passed, the search for answers goes on. Driven by the unwavering love of his family and the enduring fascination of the public, the hope of uncovering the truth behind Brandon's disappearance flickers on. Perhaps one day, the desolate landscape will surrender its secrets, and the haunting mystery of Brandon Lawson's final call will finally be laid to rest.